living for wanderers' woes. Feet on the earth, head in the clouds, I walk the world alone.
Oh, I did it again. That's every time. I always get the transition wrong, and then when I switch over to my account, anyway, that's never fails. It never fails. I even tested it beforehand as well.
Lies.
Anyway, welcome to the Stormcaller's Fury, episode 22. We're finally back. Woohoo! It's been a while, so I will recap for you. I won't put that on you guys. I will recap for you. What happened last session is that you guys committed a vault heist. You went into the administrative building of the Worm's End Consortium, rather their HQ in the town of Ironridge, and you decided to steal various different things, including a contract and attempt to steal the obsidian glaive known as Red Promise. Unfortunately, that portion of the heist was interrupted by a certain red tiefling who essentially just beat up a couple of people and sent Calenthar into the hells to give witness to the fact that his long-lost love, Holly, is also residing down with Asmodeus. In the chaos after the vault heist, you guys escaped into the main portion of Ironridge as Kozar and Dex's sabotage ignited the brass worm strongholds across the city with a series of explosions that they rather enjoyed quite a lot. Some parts of the streets were burning, some chimneys collapsed, and Branna confirmed that the enemy's hold had been broken. Unfortunately, the victory against the brass worm gave way to a little unfinished business. As guided by Tallow Latchweed, to a frostbitten cairn, you shared offerings to Pipkin, your fallen companion, and swore to carry her name, and stood in silence for the hour of the soil. Zephyril's magic helped Tallow and created a spark of lightning that split the sky and set the cairn ablaze in a very roaring tribute. That night, a series of visions visited some of you, mainly stirred by Keenan's cloak. And Ironridge smoldered under the watch of unseen vengeance of a certain murder kitty. And in the morning, a glint in the blizzard hinted at something vast moving in the clouds, called by the sign of the Tempest's awakening. Obviously for the audience and some of the players, we know what that might be. For the people, however, unfortunately was not revealed. That, of course, being a series of dragons, shall we say, which was quite a cool reveal, if I say so for myself. But we literally pick up a couple of days later, I will say. You guys have had some time to witness Ironridge and the smoldering of what you guys have started. It does look like the brass worm in most of their entirety has scarpered off and left, and the rest have been imprisoned. The collection of the families that are left are currently working towards electing a new mayor of the town. Branna is winning by a landslide currently, though she refuses to leave her tavern. But yeah, we pick up with you guys having breakfast in the Umbar Rest. Take it away.
That's just something that I wanted to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Callan, not in character, obviously. So she'll probably just look up at him, and then be like, I know it's probably too soon, and probably really awkward to mention this to you right now, but how did you send those letters to Holly? I'm not asking for Holly reasons. I don't send letters, and I just want to know if I could maybe find out how to send one and maybe reach my brother. Just to, check in if he's alive.
I just used the postal case in town.
That means nothing to me. I grew up in a cave.
Okay. Although I probably won't be sending a letter to her anytime soon, I might be sending one.
Yeah, I
to
know. Sorry, it's a bit awkward.
The others. But next time I go, you can tag along. I'm sure there's one in town, right? Yeah, just give him a bit of gold, and they send it off, and then you might get a response, you might not. It's kind of how it works.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, that's great. Cool. I'm sorry. I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
I just want to say if my brother's, still kicking.
Yeah.
I mean, I know in the book it said it kind of showed that he was alive, but I don't know. I've just been curious about it for like a few minutes.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt to try.
Days, really. Yeah, cool. Sorry again to bring up.
No, it's all good. And as you see him just like slowly close his notebook where he's sketching out like some way to off that tiefling he met him before.
Noodles of you stabbing her in the face.
Yeah, literally. It's like crossed out eyes. Yeah.
Steph's gonna give you that wide-eyed look and then slowly move a little bit further away. Okay, thanks, bye.
Would following the Pippin's funeral and the sort of shift in Zephyr, would she feel physically different?
I will leave that down to you. I would say yes. There was something in the release of emotion that unlocked a certain power that had been asleep. In terms of Sylvastria, sorcerers are always it's always instinct that mainly guides how they can do what they do, because they don't study, they just are inherently powerful.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time it is lent towards more of their emotional side than a logical side. So yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say she. So wait, how? I can't remember if you said earlier, but how long since Pippin's funeral is this? Is this the day?
It's a couple of days, so maybe 1 or 2.
Couple of days, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zephyr's looking tired, just very tired, and I would say that this new kind of surge of magic within her has made her a little bit what's the word, she's experiencing some insomnia.
Nice.
Yeah,
I mean, not
and
nice,
and
but
is
good choice.
yeah, no, not for her, but for us. And has been just kind of trying to test out what she can do, but is also a little bit scared at the idea of doing something and breaking something. But she looks exhausted, I will say, and is probably in the process of falling asleep at the table. And we'll probably do that thing where her head droops, and then she the gravity will just make her wake up, and she's like, ugh. Did anyone say anything? I'm sorry.
Trouble sleeping there, Zeph?
Yeah. It's been a strange couple of days.
Oh,
I think the thing with Pippin, and everything's really just, starting to catch up with me.
Yeah. It's been a very eventful couple of weeks, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, any of us are here to talk if you want to get something off your mind.
Yeah. Thanks. I know that. I don't really know where to start. So, but when I do, I'll remember that. Do we know where we're going now?
I guess we're making our way over to the Dwarven capital. I
Right.
guess. I couldn't remember. Is it called? I can't remember.
That's where you want to go, yeah.
Yes. How long will that take from where we are?
So there's two ways. There's a really long way, and a really short way. One of them is using the mines beneath the peaks of Hailfollow, which you guys have maps to. Although it still requires a little bit of figuring out whilst you're in there, because you have to obviously have a sense of where you entered, where you are, and where you exit. Once you get to the other side, there is a horse trader who they said that you could leave your steeds with before you cross a mountain pass and you're into essentially the base of the Hailfollow peaks. That in total would take you maybe 4 days, 3 days, something like that.
And the alternative?
The alternative is to take the longer route all the way around, which would take you like 3 or 4 weeks.
I guess that's like Barklos across.
Yeah.
Over the lineage, yeah. Over the Iron Trail. Okay.
With any local knowledge, would there be a reason to take the longer path? Like, do we think the long is it like a situation where it's like, oh yes, if we take the short path, we'll get there in 4 days, but we might die.
No, it's more. So the longer path is used more for like trade routes. Usually like different supplies and things like that. You can't get an army through the mines. Like things are too tight in there. Most people do use the longer path because they don't have a map of the mines. You guys have one, so it's.
I see.
Yeah.
I was just trying to assess from a scale of like 1
of
to
danger.
the Mines of Moria.
It's not dangerous. Well, it's not that dangerous.
You just want to know if it's like the safe road or the risky. Like, is it a risky road?
Honestly, they'd be about the same. If you go the short route, you don't know what's in the mines, and you could fall off a cliff. If you go the long route, you could get attacked by bandits and wolves and various other things that live in the forests. Large alligators, crocodiles.
We'd have to go past a town, which I don't think I'm allowed in anymore.
Oh no, that's the other side. You're fine.
Is that the other side?
That's
Okay. My heart. I was like, oh god.
Whoops. That is Code Watch, where that happened.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm not. My brain isn't functioning very well.
I can remember if Iron Ridge was on the bit where the river was, but that's close enough. Rough guess for you guys. There you go.
Iron Ridge is right at the base of the river.
It helped me.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, Zephyr. Who has the map currently?
Keenan.
Keenan might have him. I don't remember. Okay. One of you has them. It's either Keenan or Kalanthar. It's
someone
with a K.
Yeah, it was one of the Ks.
One of the Ks.
Zephyr, I'll go with Keenan. Zephyr looks at Keenan and says, "Do the maps for the mine look okay? Do you think it's safe to go? I'm quite keen to get there."
They do, and when we spoke to Kozar, he kind of seemed to have some knowledge of the caves as well. Like you, I'd rather take the shorter time to get there. It's a bit wary being on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can probably manage whatever ends up being in the mines. Like, I mean, we've fought all sorts. I think we can manage the mines.
Bagsy, I'm not the one being tied to Callan though, in case he falls.
Thanks, Keenan.
Okay, I'm super strong. I'll hold him up with my -1 strength. Fine. I will take responsibility for Mr. McFool a lot.
Oh, it's a shame we're not in the dream realm because I could fly when I was there. It was really cool. I didn't tell you about that, did I? That was really fun. Yeah, kind of looking forward to going there at some point because then I don't fall over it ever. It'd be amazing.
I don't know. I think you'd still find a way.
Are you sure it's flying and not falling with style?
Like gliding.
Yeah.
You know, just falling slowly.
I'd say over there it's more actual flying.
Are you
but
sure it's not just jumping really high?
in what I've experienced of it so far, possibly could be it.
Sorry.
Not gonna lie, but it was cool. It only seems to come out when I'm really angry or emotional or
I don't know.
scared that I might die.
Some kids jump really high when they're angry and emotional, so...
Zephyr just leans into Persephone and just goes, I think you hit a source.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. But my bad. I'm just curious. You know, I've never flown before, so I'm just, you know.
Neither have I over here.
But it makes sense that Owlboy can fly, right? He's an Owlboy.
Yeah.
Spirit boy, thank you. Joking.
But your spirit's an owl.
Anyway.
I do not stand corrected. Spirit Owlboy. I don't know what you want from me.
Right. So do we want to get moving straight away, or do we want to have a bit of time to chill? Because it's been a pretty intense couple of weeks. Did you guys want a bit
Define chill.
of R&R?
I mean, I'm happy to go, but now, but we've kind of been moving for a little while, and maybe we should get supplies.
I also
money.
I also just want to quickly, before we go, I want to drop some stuff by Pipkin's grave. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Things that I didn't get to drop off before, and it's just and she pulls out the teeth and the horn and all the stuff from her bag that she didn't put down before, and she's like, I just feel like they should be there too. And she's got a handful of teeth, and she's just kind of smiling really awkwardly. I just feel like I need to put these to rest as well, and I didn't really have the chance to before.
Why are you putting teeth on Pipkin's grave?
Oh, these aren't her teeth.
Oh,
I don't know
really
who's
worried.
I don't know whose teeth they belong to, and this isn't her horn. Obviously, she didn't have horns. This is a tiefling horn. She puts it next to her horn.
But okay.
I'm guessing.
No,
failed experiment.
we were going through the stuff at the place with the things.
It was where they did the experiments and they went wrong. They weren't strong enough.
It wasn't it didn't say anything about that. It's it looked like there was a bunch of other ritualistic tools in there, and I don't know if these were trophies of victims.
Wasn't it when
or if
they
were failed? It was before then. It was when we were going through to find the book, find the contract.
Yeah, it was with the contracts and things. So, I mean, they could have been ways to connect to them, to people that they did contracts with.
I thought it was when we were working our way towards the golem thing.
No.
Caves.
No, it was in the admin building.
Yeah, and I just want to. I I've been debating about it. I've heard
You've
people
been what in,
sometimes
Persephone?
debating with myself. Why
Oh,
is it weird?
debating. Okay.
She just looks at you completely clueless, like, that's what I said. Anyway, I've seen people where they burn their dead, but I also have seen people bury their dead, and I've been sort of iffing and ahhing between the two, and I just feel like they should be, because some of them I think were from halflings, and that's Pippin's people.
Pippin kind of, not in the official funeral, but like she kind of had both, right? She got burned and buried at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like maybe I should put them with her grave. That's all. So I mean, it's just like a quick stop. Put them down, and then we can leave and do whatever it is you want to do.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel weird carrying around other teeth. I mean, as cool as it would be to turn them into knuckle dusters and just punch people in the face with teeth, it feels wrong for them to be victims' teeth.
No, I see that.
You know?
Yeah, I get that.
But
Unless
it'd be really cool if Callan did that with
victims.
those vampires' teeth, you know? He got those vampire teeth, turn them into knuckle dusters and start punching people. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I stand by. We'll just visit the grave and I'll show
Callan just pulls out his little vial that's got some vampire teeth in. You mean like this?
Turn them into knuckle dusters. I don't know. I'm just. That'd be cool.
They're just like perfectly sitting like in the tube, and he holds them up. You know, you do the orange thing with your mouth, just like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're probably looking rotten as fuck right now because he's had been there for months at this point.
What I'm saying is that I can do it here, and we can do it wherever we are now, and we can make a little pyre and just put them to rest in fire, or we can go put them in Pippin's grave. I'm just giving you guys options as to what you would.
We
rather
can
do.
all take a little bit of time today to wrap things up. I want to say goodbye to a few friends that I've made. If we need any supplies, we can pick them up.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Don't go to that creepy lady that made me hurt you. I'm fine. Was that here?
I forgot about that.
That was here, right?
That was here.
That
yeah,
was here, yeah.
not one of the friends that I
Okay,
have
just
made.
double checking.
Okay, where would we like to go?
Should we meet back here midday lunch and then get going?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to go see Dex and maybe see if I can get my longsword turned into something I can use a bit better. But
I figured
that's
as
kind
much.
of all over.
if I'm
Oh
honest.
no!
I was gonna leave without saying goodbye to my boy.
My boy. Yes. Okay. So we will start with people going to the market.
I don't even know if I have money.
We all have a lot as of last session.
I was going to say, didn't we get paid?
We didn't work out we didn't get paid. It was us robbing the vault. So we got 600 copper, 3,000 silver, 2,300 gold, and 130 platinums for 5 ways. Was it? How many of us were there?
Oh, what? I wasn't listening. I
Yeah,
accidentally hit the lever on my chair and was sat on the floor.
Isn't Hiccups
I'll put it in the
treasurer?
chat and then we can math.
Thank you.
There you go. We need to do the math. We didn't do the math last time, but there you go.
we definitely need to do the math because I want to go
That's
shop.
okay. I'll do it. I am a calculator.
And we
That
got,
looks like a you guys
spells.
problem.
Yeah.
That's all right. I got a calculator.
Yeah.
So if we split it by 6 people, so we have some in the party pot,
Okay.
I'll do the math.
Also, quick question: what is the spell Gift of Alacrity? Because we have a spell scroll for that. Kind of curious.
What?
In the loot, there was a spell scroll for Gift of Alacrity. But I was curious what it did.
Look it up. No, I'm kidding.
I'm looking it up. I was curious if it was a homebrew thing. I'm looking it up.
No, it's a dunamancy spell.
Ooh.
Which you touch a willing creature for the duration. The target can add 1d8 to its initiative rolls. Unfortunately, none of you are wizards. So
I'm an artificer. Does that count?
No. So you'd either have to find a wizard or figure it out. Figure a way
Does
around
artificer
it.
count?
No,
Well,
artificer does not count as wizard.
Oh.
Someone needs to multi-clap. No, I'm kidding.
I'm already multi-classed. What do you want from
I
me?
didn't mean you.
Right. I need to work out what I want to turn my weapon into.
What the hell are my notes on the ash
What
basket?
if instead of dealing
Change
damage, we deal the wizard?
What? Pardon?
It's
I hear that.
It's an
Was
old
that
D&D
actual
thing.
words?
No, I just wanted to make sure I heard you properly, and I'm not.
It's an
having a
old
stroke.
D&D thing where they, instead of calling wizard, they called wizard mage, and then
Oh,
they
yes.
pressed replace all, and damage became the wizard.
That wizard.
Oh, I
That
wizard.
see.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
wizard.
Okay.
Yes, I Zephyr would like to do the shopping.
God. Keenan did all the math for us. No, I need to add it to my stuff and to the group kitty that I put at the top of my page every session.
Right. Is that the monies?
Wait, where
And my
is-
pen isn't working. Yeah, damn it. Son of a
Oh,
bitch. Don't buy yellow pens. They're pussy. Oh, that's alright. It's fine.
Yeah, what does is it quite like a big place we're in? Like, with like is it like a general store, or is it like different stores for each thing?
There is a general store, yeah,
Mhm.
which just sells very generic things, and then there were some specialized areas that I can't find my notes on, which is really starting to annoy me. Where is it? Where is it?
Oh my goodness. That's a lot of monies.
That's a lot of chickens.
That's right. So 383, 500 and up. Yeah.
Where's the lawkeeper when you need him?
We have a lawkeeper?
Yeah.
What?
Ben, I can't remember the names of the shops
What? Where? Shops and where?
in the Ash Market.
Add it to my
Let me have a look through minutes. 2 seconds.
Ooh, honey, honey. I didn't realize I wasn't muted.
I imagine it was gonna be. June. Ash Market. We had the Rusted Spoon General Store and Salvage. We had a Tailor's, the Spit Pot, Bone Market, Kevrin's Tools, Guilt and Grime Shipping Warehouse. We had on the Worms side, we had Gilded Goods, which was the post office, Iron and Trade. I didn't get the names of everything, but I just got like what was there. Vent and Coil, which is specialized armors. Scroll Market Exchange, Academic Supplies, the Gilded Hollow, which is luxury accessories, and then we had but I think that's it. I think that's all we went to when we were there.
Okay. I think luxury accessories has piqued Zephyr's interest. So that's where she will head.
That's a question, actually. Now that like we got rid of the thing of all of the worm licensed traders, like scampered.
Yes.
So we literally have the general salvage, which is the rusted spoon, a tailor's. I'm assuming the Spitpot is a tavern of some kind.
The
or a
Spitpot
bar.
is a tavern, yeah.
You got the bone market, Kevrin's tools, and the Guilt and Grime.
Mhm.
I think that's all we've got left then. If all the other guys are gone.
What was the last thing? What is it?
Shipping warehouse. That was where we went initially. When we picked up that crate of stuff.
Gotcha. I guess the general store would be the place for potions, I guess, of that list.
Yeah, guess so. So rusted spoon.
Yes.
Bum,
Good.
bum.
I've never seen so much money on a character sheet ever.
Honestly, Gally, same. Sorry, I called you Gally.
I'm just gonna get.
that.
Look like Hannah probably wouldn't mind. Like they do plaits his hair with like flowers and stuff. So.
Yay!
He's a little bit fruity. Let's be fair.
Hey, I can grow you some more flowers if you want more flowers for your hair. Just saying, just ask. Just sending you guys a picture in the chat of what we've got in the group kitty as well.
Look at our damn chicken. Never gets old, but.
Did I do that right?
What
I think
are
my math
other
is
people
right.
doing?
I think I'm actually gonna go with Zephyr because I felt like we need some healing potions. Not gonna lie.
We did
I like that
get
too, but I
some
need to-
from the last time as well. Hang on,
That means
2
nothing to me.
seconds. Give me 2 seconds. So
Your 2
July.
seconds are up, my friend. Sorry, I'm being.
we got 3 potions of healing, 1 potion of climbing, and then the scroll that we can't use.
Well, I think you should give those to you. And no offense, sorry about this, Nim. Nim dies a lot.
Yep.
Because she's on the front.
I
end.
doubt.
So I think you need to give those healing potions to her.
I can heal myself. Probably best Nim has them. Yes.
But you're also one of our squishy boys.
Yeah, okay.
Can we have a long rest? Why am I not taking a long rest?
Yeah, okay. So
Why am I still at 21 hit points?
I found it. Okay, so Old Market side, you had Essie Brambletoe's Rusted Spoon, which is the general store. You have Tannins Cloth and Cinders, which is a tailor's. You have Dog's Bone Market, which is jewelry and charms. Kevran's Tools, Guilt and Grime, Harkland and Sons Repairs, Crankworks, and Rita Threadwell's. And then the creepy fortune teller lady.
That bitch. I mean.
But yes, you can make your way to the Rusted Spoon General Store if you want to. Is
Yes,
there anything
please.
that you're looking for in particular?
Zephyr's going to be looking for potions mostly.
Oh. Your doorbell
Potions.
scares me every time.
I was wondering what that was. I thought someone was like on
Sounds like
fire.
she's in a
or-
hospital.
Sounds like
Sounds like a
someone
code blue.
buzzing my front door.
Oh, it's terrifying. Gary.
But I'm not expecting anything, so it's somebody else's problem.
Yeah,
So they
you
only have
can.
basic potions. So they would have all of your common potions, and then like adventuring gear, so like acid, alchemist fire, stuff like that.
Okay. Zephyr would like to pick up like 2 health potions.
Okay. Potion of healing is 50 gold.
Okay.
I probably should have come with you. I didn't go with you. I'm sorry. We probably should have gone out the Papa Bibida what do you call it? The
Gone as
group
a group.
monies. Whatever it's called. That I probably should have been like, oh, you just take it out and it's for everybody.
And then you said there was like a jewelry store.
Yes, Dog's Bone Market is a jewelry, charms and tools made from bones.
Oh, I did get earrings from there.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
you
I was
did.
like,
No,
I was
I-
looking for
Or,
earrings and
or
I don't have a jewelry.
Risa Threadwell might have some jewelry. She's a tailor stand that's less practical. It's more flair.
Okay. I don't think Zeph will go to either of those. But I feel like as she walks by the fortune teller,
Mm-hmm.
creepy fortune, yeah. She'll stop for a minute and consider going in.
Interesting.
What does it look like on the outside?
Exactly how you'd expect. It's very, hippie. It's very like there's a lot of herbs. There's some incense that's sprawling out from the front door. It hits you like a wave. Couple of little woven pieces of tat, essentially. Maybe some dream catchers, things like that.
Okay. Yeah, she'll go in and just kind of peruse. She doesn't know quite why. Like, she just knows it caught her eye. She's not going in there for like a specific reason. Yeah, and she's gonna look around. Is the shopkeeper fortune person like visible when she goes in?
Mir, yes, yeah. She's dark. I've got to remember this now. She's dark bronze skin. She's got silver tattoos. Wearing a lot of like charcoal and ash blue. She has a very Middle Eastern, North African style.
Human?
Yes, I think she was.
Does she say anything while Zephyr's in there?
She just looks up, gives you a little wave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, let me turn my camera on actually.
I think she will go and pick up one of the dream catchers. And contemplate it for a second, thinking like she's desperate to sleep, like, and she keeps having weird dreams. So maybe a dream catcher will help her. She's at her wit's end. She hasn't had much sleep. She's not thinking clearly. Probably very gullible and willing to believe anything at this point. So yeah, she just picks up one of the smaller dream catchers and takes it to the woman.
I don't think I have seen you before.
I'm not from around here. I came here with a friend, but we're leaving soon.
That is fine. Did this catch your eye?
I suppose so. There's to stop bad dreams. Yes.
That is the superstition, yes. Are you not sleeping?
Not as much as before. I definitely finding it harder to these days. I know it's just a superstition, but willing to try anything.
I have remedies that may help you sleep, but they are only temporary. What you need to fix is inside, and she points towards your heart.
Zephyr looks down at the finger pointing at her heart, and she's like, "Right, I was afraid you'd say that. But what kind of remedies?"
I have a tea. It is very calming.
Like, do I just take it before I sleep? Like,
Mm-hmm.
will it make me sleepy in the day? I don't want to be a
No.
burden on anyone.
You take it at night. It will help
Okay.
you sleep.
Yeah, I'd love some of that.
Okay. And you see she like reaches around, grabs a jar. If you want, you can make a perception check.
Yeah, please. Perception. That is a 12.
Okay. You can see that on the jar, you can see Moonleaf is written.
Mm-hmm.
And then she takes some other ones that you can't quite catch and begins mixing up in this small it's a tea bag. This small bag before she tightens up the string and makes another one and then another one. And you get about 7 before she hands them over to you.
I was gonna have like Zephyr like sniff them, but I don't think she'd do that. I feel like she'd think that was rude. So regardless of what she's just been given, she will pay for it. And for the Dreamcatcher as well.
Okay. It's 14 gold in total.
Okay.
But yeah, the blend, it's like a pale lavender and then small it looks like shards of resin, you would think. They're not sharp, they're like little round pieces.
Right. Okay. Zephyr will lower her head, say thank you, and then begin to walk out of the store.
Okay.
That is Zephyr's shopping done.
Okay. Who's up next?
I'll go next.
Where are
Keenan
we going? Keenan
is going to sneak off and keep an eye out so that he's avoiding the party, but go around the market and buy kind of like common toys like dolls, balls, jump ropes, as many as he can get, and sweet cakes to the cost of about 75 gold. And then he's
Easily
just going to distribute those to as many kids as he can find.
Okay. What is Keenan typically wearing on a day-to-day basis?
So on a day-to-day basis where we're not expecting to do anything sneaky or fighty, he'll be wearing his bard outfit. So quite colourful kind of cloak. The gold inlets are polished and shining. He'll so not like clown, but kind of colourful.
Yeah. Does it have a main colour? Like a central colour?
Blue.
Okay.
Like a lighter blue than he normally wears. He normally wears like a midnight blue, but this is more kind of...
Okay. Can you make a perception check as you're wandering around?
Sure. That is an 18.
Okay. As you're moving about all the different stalls and shops, most of the stuff you get are from like pop-up food stalls, less so much actual like street vendors, less so much actual shops. Given the sudden disappearance of the brass worm, some of those street vendors now have a little bit more space, so you can see they set up new tables. My music has stopped. That really put me off. You can see they set up different tables that now have like a little bit more expanse to them, so it's very easy for you to go about and grab all the things you need. Not so much sweet cakes, they're a little bit spicy, but that's what the dwarves like, so it's taken well. You do catch with an 18 a flicker of color every now and then, cutting through the very greys and browns of the crowd. Although the Brassworm are gone, Iron Ridge still is very ashen, and there's a lot of ash in the air. But this one kind of stands out a bit to you. And as you keep seeing it every now and then, you take a moment just to stop and then watch through the crowd. You see a boy. He's maybe 16 at most. A very slight build, and then a shock of dark lavender hair. What stands out to you is he's got quite big boots on. He's wearing a little bit of armor, so he's got a pauldron and then braces. What stands out to you most is you've seen him before. He was one of the guards that was coming back the other way from the mines. Instead of now what he's wearing, he was before wearing the typical red and gold brooch of the brass worm. What you can see is he's wearing now is quite a light blue tunic with a little delicate feather that's a nice bright blue in his cap. You can see, as you notice him, you see another one as well. And they're just wandering about. They seem to be following you ever so slightly.
Okay. Clocking this, Keenan will casually keep strolling, or for appearances, just strolling through and giving these things out, but making his way to that abandoned warehouse where we first housed Murder Key.
Okay.
Knowing that's an area that's not heavily frequented by people, so once there's no one around, we'll then turn around and say hi.
Oh, so you're trying to get them alone?
Yes.
Okay, let me see if they clock it. Yeah, of course they don't. So yeah, you make a quick step down an alley that they immediately follow you, and then another one, and then spin round, and they are caught off guard. The one next to him is a little bit older. He's maybe 18, but they look very shocked that you've sort of caught onto them. They are armed. They've got a spear on their back and a sword at their hip. But like I said, gone is the red and gold, and there's now a bright blue and silver that's been in its place.
Yep. So Keenan's gonna, spin round. Hi, can I help you?
We don't mean any harm. We just you're Keenan, right?
I am. I don't normally do autographs, but if that's what you're looking for, I can certainly oblige.
It's just you know, now that the worm are gone, we just wondered what you wanted us to do, boss. We thought we'd change for you, you know. And he sort of gives a very exaggerated long salute.
Well, what you absolutely can do is look after the people here. I trust you know your rights from wrongs. And you can be there as a champion of this community.
I mean, yeah, I know my left from right.
I think if you get stuck on what the right course of action is, speak to Branna.
Well, she's kind of scary, though.
I will speak to her before I leave to let her know to expect you sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, come on, Carlo. And they both like turn around and run off. As they're running, you can see the cloaks that they're now wearing. Originally, the brass worm is a curled up bronze dragon. On their backs is a silver dragon in flight. It's very poorly embroidered, with what looks to be a half-naked elf astride, with a lute in one hand, as they are running off in the distance.
Wait, but before you leave, I've got one other thing that I'm gonna ask you to do. This is a really important mission.
Okay, hang on real
That-
quick. Yep. One of them skids to a stop, the other one tries to stop, trips over his boots, which are a little too big for him, and just goes crashing into, just on the floor, into a load of mud. Just like a dull scrape before, like, immediately dusting himself off.
Excellent. And he's gonna wave them closer. So this is top secret. He's gonna lower his voice. So the other thing you can do is keep me informed of the goings on here. If a new group come along, like the brass worm, or if something big happens, you can ask Branner to get a message to me, write me a letter, and here's the address, and he's going to write out his home. Where his mum lives.
Okay.
But only if something major happens, and then you write a letter there and let us know what's happening.
Okay, yes, boss, man.
But this is a top secret. Don't tell anybody that I've given you this mission unless something happens, and then you can speak to Branner, and Branner only when she's alone.
Okay, got it. All right.
Trusting you with this. This is super important. This is your chance to make a difference in the world.
Make a difference. Yeah, I could do it. Yeah.
Excellent.
We're gonna go. And he sort of like points down the street. We're gonna go help that old lady with her shopping, and then they just sprint
Excellent.
off.
Yep, brilliant. I'm just gonna lead them to that.
Okay. And so begins the local tale of a gang of misfit children, young adults, has begun to become very popular. Also known as the Silver Wormlings.
Yes.
Who are taking after the greatest boss that the Brass Worm ever had, as they disappear off. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Just return to the tavern and give Branner the brief that occasionally, time to time, they may approach her with news and how to get hold of me. And to keep an eye out on them, use them
There's
for
like
good
a
stuff.
definitely confused look at first. She's just standing there like with an eyebrow raised. Because, okay, yeah, sure. But after a while, she gets the hint.
Yeah. And then it's just going to wait out the front, kicking a ball around with any kids that are around, waiting for everyone else to get back.
Okay. Who's next?
I can go if you want. No one else wants to.
Well, someone's got to go.
Go ahead, buddy. Unless you're going to the postman.
Well, the
Pick
postman
a
doesn't
postman
exist anymore because it was a
and
brass worm
leave
guy.
me.
So
I mean,
never
if
mind.
if it's deserted,
You haven't checked. If you want to check, you can.
In
yeah.
that
Well,
case, Seth will stop you before you leave. You want to go? She'll just be like, "Can you just give me 5 minutes to burn these?"
yeah.
Sure,
No, we can make that the first stop and then go shopping after. It's no rush.
Yeah, please, if that's okay. And then I'll come with you wherever you need to go, and I'll just be like a weird fungus attached to you. But, you know what I mean.
Phrase.
I
What a
hope.
phrase.
Tapping into my druid side, you see.
Just imagine you like using the staff of flowers, and just like some mushroom just pops on my shoulder for some reason.
this is me. Draws a little smile on it.
Right.
Yeah, if that's okay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's
I would
fine.
like to
The post office is still standing.
Mhm.
It has been changed a little bit, even just in a few days. Gone is the golden filigree, and it's instead been replaced by a lot of wooden beams and iron nails. The new name, which the old name has been scribbled out in red paint, and a new one written underneath it, says galvanized goods, ledger post. But yes, the post office is still there.
Oh, pardon me. Yeah, we can go there.
Yeah. Sure. We can
What
start-
Seth
we can
would have
start
done before we left, Seth would have used her, not wanting to waste time, should have used her, I want to say it's a tinderbox, something like that. I can't find it in my inventory. But it's, tinderbox to light a few incense and then use it to light a small fire and just put the items on there. And then she'll say maybe a small prayer. Not really to the Weaver, not really to anyone. More just for herself. To any god that accepts the people who have suffered. And then she'll sort of dust her hands, brush herself down, and be like, "Cool, let's go." Instantly, not solemn anymore.
Persephone, because Calanthar's already done this, but he's not from this world. So Persephone, if you want to make a history check as to who and how the post service works, you may do so.
I have nothing on history, but I rolled a 19.
Okay.
You know
And I did say I knew nothing last time. I was talking to you, being like, I don't know what a letter is.
I actually wrote out a document intended for Calanthar, but he never figured it out. So
I tried multiple times. The dice
I would
just
say
didn't
it's
want
a
it to happen.
combination of your extremely good history check that you remember that the post offices have brochures that they have at the front of the building, and you sort of pick one up and you both stood reading it and kind of want a little bit more detail into how the fuck the post guys are. This brochure is named By Wind, Wave, Wing, or Weave, an unreasonably complete guide to the Sylvastrian Postal Service, or SPS. The official motto is no fog too thick, no peak too high, no plane too far. The unofficial motto is we deliver or we die trying.
Love that.
There is a foreword from the Grand Postmaster. It says, welcome, adventurer, concerned citizen, or person who has stolen this brochure because it looks interesting. If you are reading this, you're about to carry a sack of someone else's secrets up a mountain in the rain, or you want to know if your letter has reached the 9 hells.
Oh no.
You bastard.
Both are very fair
Oh,
questions.
boy.
Only one involved forms. The SPS is the bright yellow coat between civilization and people trying to deliver breakup letters by throwing rocks. We keep news moving, families stitched together, and occasionally keep wars from starting because the general got their dinner invitation on time. If you must remember one thing, make this. A letter is a promise, treated like one. Also, never turn your back on a postgoat. You'll find out why. It's written by Grand Postmaster Relin Farquill, who would rather retire, but we cannot until we find the Orb Whistler. What we are a continent-spanning network of couriers, boats, birds, mages, and the sort of stubbornness normally found in cliffs. We are not spies, assassins, or smugglers. We just happen to go everywhere spies, assassins, and smugglers go faster and on time. We are neutral in all conflicts, and we are not responsible for what happens after you open your mail. And we are extremely serious about stamps. Stop licking them so much. We are not above eating our own post biscuits in an emergency, which is fine because they were legally declared food adjacent. Except against rain. We are at war with rain. How your letter actually gets somewhere, instead of getting lost in a very interesting bush. SBS deliveries run on 4 pillars and 1 wobbly stall. Ground is our boots, hooves, and unpleasant slopes. We have post riders, road runners, and mountain post goats. Yes, goats with little leather panniers. They are very sure-footed and very judgmental. Caution, never store your lunch near a post goat, never turn your back on a post goat, never make a promise to a post goat. They remember. Here's the serious bit. Ground routes are divided into stretches with way stations every 15 to 25 miles. Bags are sealed with SPS lead tags. Next. Wave. If it floats, we've tied mail to it. Post barges. Rivers, cheap, slow, reliable, unless they meet a waterfall with a strong opinion. Coastal clippers and ice cutters. When the sea turns to glass and the gulls start walking. Here's the serious bit. SBS ships carry blue pennants. Attacking a flagged mail vessel is recognized international crime, labeled incredibly stupid. You're an idiot. Wing. Birds that know too much. The pigeons of the unerring wing are enchanted to find the recipient's life threat. They will arrive eventually, sometimes looking perhaps a bit crispy. Falcons are faster and snobbier. They carry small tubes and do not carry grudges, as far as we have been made aware. Finally, ravens have been trained to drop off a scroll and loudly repeat "sign for it," which have startled more than one baron out of their boots. There was briefly a pigeon union. They negotiated for better seed. We agreed, morale skyrocketed, droppings decreased 12%. Finally, the weave. The magic. Skycool orbs are our relay towers with linked crystals. A scribe reads a letter in one tower, another scribe writes it down at the next. Yes, we dictate your poetry. No, we don't judge. Much. Postal circles are teleportation sigils turned hub-to-hub delivery. Fast, cheap, and if you misalign one rune, very educational. And finally, post pocket drops. 2 linked extra-dimensional satchels. Put letter in bag A, it pops out of bag B. Theoretically, we've never actually made it work. In practice, sometimes bag C, which turned out to be my lunch bag. Using the weave requires a Mage Post license and Circle Audit stamp. Currently, there are only 5 of these in the world. Finally, favor and folly. Sometimes a letter gets there because Sarah at the south gate knows Tove on the north road, who has Captain Knife 3 favors, who gives it to old Brindle the mule, who follows you everywhere anyway. We don't like to admit this still exists. It does. It's saved lives. And then there's a bunch of costs. Uniforms. Every member of the postal service wears a bright yellow. It's also known as bright Sylvastrian yellow, sunburst number 4, also known as angry canary, according to everyone else. It's waxed for rain, stitched with reflective thread for night, and has the side effect of making couriers look like very determined lemons. They also carry a scarf in a still red tradition, and badges that denote what rank they are, so brass, silver, gold. Often you'll see most couriers wear sensible brown leather boots, unless you get promoted to master courier, in which you get ceremonial yellow boots, which everyone agrees are hideous and no one wants to be a master courier. Finally, people think the world runs on king's coins or gods. It doesn't. It runs on messages. I'm safe. I'm sorry. Come home. Don't come home. The house is haunted. The ghost is judgmental. We carry these things. We put them in the right hands. Sometimes those hands are shaking. That's not the work. It's not glamorous. It's not magic. It's a promise made with ink and effort. Now take your coat, take your scarf, feed your goat. Try not to set anything on fire unless it absolutely deserves it. And that is the end of the brochure.
What are the odds that this is the place where I can get a letter to him, even though I don't know where he is, like you did with Holly?
As long as you know the name of the recipient, I guess it would work. I'm not entirely sure how the weave messages work, but I guess it would work.
But didn't he say there was only 5 places that could do that? Didn't it
Well,
say,
did.
not he say? Didn't it read that? I'm reading. I'm not listening to someone. That was my inside voice. Here's me. Isn't that what it said? Am I saying misunderstood? No. Sorry.
You'd have to go in and ask.
Okay. Seth will look at Callan like a puppy waiting, like to be told to go.
Okay, we can go in. I was actually just out of character. I was trying to find out the name of the buddy guy in the tower so I could write him a message whilst I was here.
Oh no!
I actually
go
don't
ahead.
remember his name, if I'm honest. I'd have to go back and look.
NPC.
I'm pretty sure I just referred to him as Bunny Guy
Canon.
in my notes.
Nyla.
Excellent.
There
Oh,
you
that
go.
does sound familiar, yeah.
Yeah, you called him Nyla Bunny.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, I'm very inventive.
Nah, Bunny.
Yeah, so I'll be sending a quick update to them whilst I'm there as well. So, right, we'll make our way in, and I'll just go by the wing for mine, whatever that costs, and just send a bird that way.
Okay. Who you? Oh, you're sending it to the tower.
Yeah, so I'll send it over to Nyla, and I'll just scribble down the sketch of what was her name? I've got too many people. Tyva. No, it's so I'm going to sketch out the updated design that Tyva sent me for the crossbow thing. The arm launcher, and then I'll like say we're so close, and then just like give him like a brief update of all the stuff, and just like say like I'm on my way to the Dwarven Cardinal. I can't wait to like tinker more. I met this guy called Dex, like amazing kid, great mind. Can't wait to pick his brain on some things. He like these explosion things. They're really cool. And then just like kind of rattle off and just give him an update, a live update of what's going on, and that sort of thing. And then I'll head over to Persephone and help her out if she needs anything with her.
Seth, like an untamed toddler, will immediately approach the first person she sees wearing yellow. Just anyone, even if they're not, she wouldn't know. Even if they don't work there, the first person she sees that's wearing yellow, she's walking straight up to them and like tapping them again like an untamed toddler.
You see a sun-bleached, perpetually messy curl of hair. He's about 5'10", and he sort of turns around like, "Hi, how can I help?"
I have 2 letters that I would like to send. But one of them I don't know if this is a place that I can send it from because I don't know where this person is. Can I do that here?
Sure.
I know their name.
Probably.
They are. What? Do you work here?
Yeah.
What do you mean probably?
I mean, yeah, probably.
She looks at Callan for help, like almost like he's speaking a different language.
I think what the lad's trying to say is it will probably get there, but it might take them a lot longer if they don't know where the person is.
She looks back at him and is like,
it's kind of like it's kind of like, you know, like putting a message in a bottle and just hoping it finds the right person on another beach. I guess that's kind of how it would work.
That's a terrible system.
But
We'll never find him.
if you don't know where they are, the only way you could theoretically send them something, in, like from what I know, would be to scry, find out where they are, then send said letter to where the scry is.
What's a scry?
Look,
trying to
guys,
locate someone?
you
Is it
don't
like
need to worry
crying, but
about it
flashy?
this much. All right, just come with me. And he sort of like wanders behind the desk. And he's like, "Hey there, welcome to the Big Yellow. Sup?"
Right. And she sort of produces a nicely written letter in her bag. There's no envelope because she didn't have an envelope. This is like, you can tell that it's clearly some pages she's ripped out of Keenan's book and she's just written on. But they're folded nice and neat, and she says that this one needs to go to someone called Ren Bloom.
Uh-huh.
And this one, I can't pronounce her name. Out of character, I cannot pronounce her name.
Who is it?
The woman that took... The woman that's with my hippogriff.
Oh, God, yeah.
I can write it for you. I know her last name, Bright Night, but I can't pronounce her
Bright
first
Knife.
name because it's
Fuck.
it's like spelled Nyteal. I'll type it in the chat. Hold
Right, nice.
I love naming people that I can't remember.
Spelled like that. That's their first name.
What
Oh,
is?
Natalis.
Yep, that's the one. And she's like, I know where this one is. And she obviously tells them where the farm was. And she hands them that note. And is like, I need them different people.
Ah. I need to move that. Folders.
If that's okay. Is that possible? I know where she is. I don't know where he is.
I mean, yeah, this lady, we can totally get something to her. I'll even give it to my best postgoat. Don't you worry about that one.
Cool. And the other letter?
Yeah, so that one's a little bit different. That one will cost you the full, like, interplanar thing, because we're not even sure where they are. So that will be, like, 10 gold. It's more of a...
Fine.
We have, like, a... Oh, man, what's it called? And you see he looks over, and this goat kind of goes... Meh, and he's like, right, yeah. It's, you gotta write with intention, man. You know? You gotta want it to go there. And we mark those as, like, wanderers letters. They go in the long pouch. Every courier, goat, bird, and mage, all along the routes. If they've seen your brother, or whoever he might be, they'll send you his way.
Oh my god, who is this guy who knows everything? Okay.
It's just Loki, but he runs postal. That's it.
Blonde.
You know, sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes a year, sometimes it gets there the day after you send it. I don't know, man. Mail's weird.
That's okay. I'm not in any rush. I just
Cool.
it's just for peace of mind myself.
Yeah.
But,
All right, so I
so
mean,
how much do I owe you?
that's only 11 gold, you know. The other one's regional, so I'll take
Yeah,
Owen
fish
like
that out and then send it
easily
over.
a couple of days.
Awesome. She'll slide over 11 gold to him.
Are you like? Do you have something of this mystery person? Like something relating to him?
I don't. She's like thinking, takes like a second to sort of think back to what happened after she woke up. She ran home, but she didn't manage to make it inside her house. She will shake her head and be like, 2 seconds, and then she'll step outside and she'll use her staff of flowers and make a wren flower. So he's named after a flower, obviously. And she'll make one and be like, it wasn't his, but it's what he was known for.
No swear, no swear. Owen, can you work with that? And the goat's like, meh, and he just feeds him the flower.
So I'm just gonna like give him a little scratch on a goat in the hand. I love goats. Goats are so cool.
Yeah, man. Owen's the best.
She'll also say, I'm his not your goat sister. The person I'm sending the letter to, I'm their sister. Is there anything that I'm his twin sister? And I know it sounds very silly, but I always grew up believing that twins were two halves of one, like soul. I don't want to be creepy, but would my blood help, considering we share the same blood?
Oh, is he purple too?
No. Not
Cool.
not identical twins.
Ah, right.
He's a boy.
Yeah, if you just put your finger on that little needle over there, and then put the rest on that piece of paper.
Cool. She does exactly that. It's like, you didn't just make me sign some kind of weird blood contract thing, right?
No.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure, yeah.
Just to make sure. Because she's like, this could be like this could be deceiving. What's my insight again? Where is my... Oh, I have +7. And I'm bad at math. 15 + 7.
22.
22! Thank you.
You would guess that,
Feeling she's not very good at his job, but I'm also like, just want to make sure.
No,
he's
it's more than that. You would guess that maybe he has imbibed in some things, but yeah, no, he's completely telling the truth.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, she'll just do that then and be like, okay, cool. So, well, that'll help, right? I mean, maybe. I don't know how things work. Anyway, she kind of nudges the gold over to him a little bit more because she wants this interaction to be over.
Yeah, takes it. It's in a drawer.
So do we just leave now?
I was just going to say, before I go, could I just write to Barabbas as well? I'll send you what it is after.
Yeah, I was about to say, out of character, I will send you both of the letters. I wrote them by hand, and I just want to type them up because
They
my
are.
handwriting's taken a turn.
Yeah, so it's just another gold because it's still regional.
So 2 gold on my side.
Shiver me timbers.
Okay, remove. Next up for me would be. Does the tailor/jeweler, are they a silversmith at all, or?
No, they're just like a fashionista.
Okay. Is there like an armorer left, or are they all gone?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay. I guess I'd just go over to Bex then, if there's not anything else that Seth wants to check out on the way.
See the other jewellery place, but if that's not on the way, we can do it afterwards. I'm not in any rush.
It's on the same street.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go see your buddy first. We'll just pop by there after.
Yeah, as you like leave the post office, he's like, "Bye, see you later." They were nice people, Owen. And just
she just kind of gives him a really awkward smile, and then you know how people just lift up their hand, they don't move it to wave. It's just a little kind of wave.
Queen wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
and just put their hand back down.
he's just like, bright yellow so the sky can find you, man. See you later. And then
As they're walking out, Seth is like, I think that guy was high. She's talking to Callum.
Yeah.
I think he
High
was
on
on
life.
drugs.
High
Oh,
on life, yeah.
right. Life. Not drugs.
as Callum's just opening up his notebook from Barabbas, and it just has a note. You have a little tab that literally says psychedelics.
Druids,
I don't know what you mean. Yeah. So I guess we'll wander over to.
Look,
unless
Barabbas knows a lot
you-
about mushrooms. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah.
Where do you want to go first? The jewelry store?
Can do. And I would want to pick up some stuff at the general store, but I can just give you a list of that. Don't need to RP it out. It's just I'm gonna get a bunch of acid and alchemist fire and some like black powder if they've got it.
Yeah, that's just generic prices.
Yeah. Oh, look that up in between whilst Seth's doing her bit with the jeweler.
She'll be. Oh, she'll. If you're. You can go see what's his face first. Dex. Was it Dex? She'll come with
Yeah.
you, and then she'll just force you to go look at jewelry with her afterwards. I'm just trying to get everybody earrings and shit, you know, so I can do that enchantment for people.
Yeah.
I was going to say that Nim is going to go and see Dex. So it might be
Meet
she is
them.
in
Yeah.
there.
Okay, we can
Yeah.
grab you on the way.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Ooh, are we going to be like bionic arm bros? Because you've got like the
I just-
launcher.
Really
Oh my
would
god, yes.
the guy from Treasure Planet more than anything.
Yeah, we're just slowly gonna make ourselves a Gundam that's steampunk because it's cool.
Hey,
Yeah.
you don't know what the goblins are up to, man.
I do. I vowed to raise a goblin army to raid hell. Like it's gonna happen. Anyway,
but yeah,
Carry
you can go to the jewelry store, Persephone.
Oh.
What are you looking for?
Kind of looking for. I just want to look if they see if they have any earrings or
Mhm.
any like you know, I don't even know how to explain it. Like larger piercings, not necessarily made for ears. She wants to look for something that could fit in her horns because ever since she saw that woman, despite not liking her, she's wanted to put like piercings into her horns. So she wants to see something like that, or just generalized earrings that will maybe suit everybody else. She'll have like taken mental note of colors that they wear and try and find colors of earrings that match each person.
Yeah, they've got mundane or exquisite jewelry. So mundane is 1 gold and exquisite is 10 gold.
Monday it is, because I'm gonna save for the enchantment.
So
It's
you've
gonna be
got
pricey.
the mundane ones are mainly made from bone, obviously, with
Yep.
some little gem sets into some of them, or you can ask for your own gems to be set. You can have
do
studs,
have a
knotted
bunch of
loops,
gems. I
feathers,
don't know
or
what gems
spirals.
Does anyone remember what gems I have? I don't. I have them somewhere.
Don't we have a bag of gems?
Yeah, I have
Assorted
them.
gems.
We
Yep,
did.
it's me that has them. I don't know what they are though. I'm trying
that
to
was
find them in my
tail
notes.
end of last year. Where is it? Here we go. Why did I? Oh, this is when I made those incredibly detailed notes. Here we go.
Oh my goodness. Incredibly
happened there?
detailed. It's not a word I use for myself.
So we had a 10 gold piece gemstone, which was moss agate. Then we had 50 gold, which was 5 of the 50 gold ones, which was. I will put these in chat because I'm not going to say them right. But it's...
So it's an
Okay.
extra 10 gold to have a gem set.
Okay. Well, first of all, she wants to see if there are any sort of match there. She's already got normal plain ass bone ones, which she got for Callan.
Mm-hmm.
I remember specifically picking them out ages ago.
So there aren't, in the mundane ones, there aren't any gem in the mundane or the exquisite. There aren't any gem set ones. The gem set earrings are their own separate things, so it depends what you would want, and they're considerably more expensive.
What about the exquisite ones? Do they have any like color on them, or are they also made?
So the exquisite ones are, you've got scrimshaw, which is lattice work. I did a lot of research for this. You've got studs again. Those ones are more polished ivory, and then you have antler twists, which are like pieces of antler, and then silver bound fangs, which are, you would guess, maybe wolven fangs, Captain Silver.
Mm-hmm.
Those
I
are
want to
the
get
exquisite ones.
some antler ones for myself. Let me write this down so that I'm keeping track of my own self. She'll want to get antler ones for herself because she'll give Sonara's earring to Nim because of that connection that they had. So once she's got the enchantment, she'll end up giving that to Nim. I've got bone ones for Callan. And I just need the other two. Which ones did you say that the studs were?
So you can have inlaid studs, which are pieces set flushed into ivory bone, or you can have just normal studs, which are like little polished beads.
Get like the polished bead ones for Stepha. Just writing these down so I don't forget.
Put it in the notes as well. Just in case.
So that's 2 sets, and then I would get the, just because I think they're cool. He probably the fang ones for Keenan. So just those 3 antlers, the fangs, and the push.
Okay.
Beads.
Tiefling jewelry, however, again, you can have mundane or exquisite. Mundane is 2 gold, exquisite is 10. That's just for horn rings and bands, so you can have an actual piece of bone. You can have leather. You can have one piece of leather that's been engraved, or you can have a silver inlaid band. That's for the rings, and then you can have horn caps, which are the ones that sit right at the top, where you can have like plain brass, silver. You can have obsidian tipped ones, which are a little bit more expensive.
The tips
or you
of
can
her
have gems.
the tips of her horns are naturally like gold anyway, so she probably would just go for like one of the piercing ones.
You also have chains, and then you also have actual studs that are drilled into the horn.
It's for Keenan. Yeah, nice try. Before she makes her choice, she's gonna look at Callan and say, "You're good with your hands. You think you could make me one of those?"
Well, make some earrings.
No, not the earrings. The thing for my horn.
I could have a go.
Like a band for my horn, basically.
I could try. I'm no jeweler, but I could attempt it. Can't guarantee how well it would go, but
she's not going to buy any of those right now. She'll be like, I'm sure they sell stuff like this elsewhere. So if you can't, I'll just buy them from somewhere else. Okay.
There is somewhere you should go, but I can't force that decision on you. It's not here.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Okay. You guys will
gonna say,
come
like,
across
fortune
this
teller,
place at some
maybe?
point, but it's very cool.
Okay. Yeah, so just those earrings there.
Okay.
I
Do you
want-
not even want clinker bells? They're little chimes that jingle faintly when you move your head. Anyway.
No, because I need to think logically and not.
What if you're stealthing?
We do
Just
stealth
jingle,
stuff
jingle,
in like
jingle, jingle.
and they're like, who let a cat in this building? You know, it's just people would hear me.
So, Cardiff, funny thing. Callan's artwork actually has that earring, but it's just
No
reversed.
way.
But it's reversed. I just realised. I need to actually properly draw him at some point rather than using the generation. But there you go. It's like basically reversed.
That's amazing.
I was like, that looks familiar.
I want to get one more set. Could I get another bone set of earrings?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and find the coolest ones that they have. It's
That would
like
either be
far.
the spiral shells, or maybe even the feather dangled ones, which are like bone beads, and then they've got like crow or raven feathers.
Which one do you guys think will suit Kozar more?
The Raven, definitely.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Gonna
they
say
sound really
Defo the
cool.
Raven.
I'm just thinking that sounds super cool. Okay, yeah, she'll get those, and she'll get the other two.
That is a total of
Thought I'd be buying jewelry.
10 gold.
Easy money. Oh, Dunzo.
Okay. And then you're off to go find Dex, right?
Yeah,
Along
unless there's
with
anywhere,
Alan.
because basically what the plan was to melt down the longsword I've got that's silvered, and then if it's okay with Keenan, coating the rapier he gave me, and then using the rest to like make some cool like silvered like owl claw like tips for his fingers. Was the plan. But there's no silversmith, so
Nope.
so yeah, I'd just go over to Dex in that case. There's nothing I can do with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna come and bring the fucking whip.
The whole way over, I'm just going to be like trying to work out like if it's okay, just like looking at it, trying to work out how it works, because like he hasn't had a chance to actually look at it properly yet. He's like, ideas.
Where is it? Oh yes. Harklin and the Suttons. Yeah, it just essentially looks like as before. Just a very messy workshop with a bunch of benches and shelves everywhere, and there looks like different adventuring gear, and it doesn't look any different. There seemed to be a distinct lack of brass worm equipment that they were slowly sabotaging, but aside from that, it has everything else.
I'll wander over to Dex if he's there and just check to see how he's doing after the whole excursion he had with Kozar, and start by like unfurling the plans that I've got to see if he's got any ideas to add to it as well.
Yeah. I mean, he's just in one side of the room. It
Mhm.
looks like he's got his own set of benches. He just half repairing. You're not quite sure what it is, but he's tinkering with something. And he's got soot all over his face still. Doesn't look like
Yep.
he's washed all that much.
Deep in a project.
Yeah.
Like it. Everything going all right? Got some things that I might want you to have a look over before I leave, if that's okay.
Of course, anytime. A friend of Kozar's, a friend of mine, he sort of like winks and points at him. Yeah, what have you got? Is there something cool?
Well, I've been tinkering on this with a pen pal, if you will, for a while.
Right.
We found this like ARM-operated launcher from this like pirate like ages ago.
His eyes are like light up.
And I'll literally just like pull out what I've like, because I've got it in my backpack. I'll literally just plonk it on the table and go, right. So this is the base, and then I'll pull out the schematic, and then I'll like overlay the updates from like Tyvar that she sent over as well, and just like go. Anything cool you think we could add to this? Just
You
before I
see,
go,
he
'cause I'm-
immediately just grabs a piece of charcoal and he's like beginning to like overlay some of it, and he's like, you don't want a single camshaft. You want maybe
Mhm.
double pinion. Yeah,
Mhm.
bit of bowstring maybe here. He's just like adjusting some stuff. I actually wrote some advice that he might have for you.
Ooh.
He adds in a very short, small design for what appears to be a better grapple hook that you could attach to a bolt.
Mhm.
If you were to do this properly, you would have a bolt head with a retractable cord that could be fired in and used for climbing, essentially. He also adds.
Is that similar to what Nim had?
Sort of.
Or is
Hers
it
is a
like
whip.
more fun?
Yours can reach a lot longer, a lot
Okay.
further. It's I had written down 50 feet, so
Nice.
pretty far.
I remember getting pulled off by it at the beginning of that fight.
He suggests that maybe you add a counterweight along the opposite side of the firing arm, just so it's not too heavy for yourself, because obviously you'll be carrying it. As well as he suggests that perhaps you could get in touch with someone who's a little bit more arcane minded, and designs a small crystal focus that you could perhaps channel spells through. He's not too sure of how that would work. Again, you'd have to find a mage willing and knowledgeable enough to do that. But his most important input is he designs you a spring-loaded magazine that could hold up to 4 bolts rather than just 1.
Nice.
But yeah, as he like finishes, he sort of wipes his face, and then like a streak of black. It is a better blueprint. It's a little chaotic, but it is definitely better.
True Dex fashion.
Yeah.
And then I'll just like kind of like riffing off what he's been doing. I'm just gonna go like, I was thinking about like maybe like canister based things and like putting like alchemist fire or acid in it, just as like a, get away from me moment sort of thing. Do you reckon that would work? Or do you reckon
I mean, yeah,
I should
you'd
do it on
have
a
to
separate
design
device?
like their old. They'd need their own compartment. No, like a container, Because otherwise you'd
Yeah.
end up blowing yourself up. And
Yeah, I was thinking like maybe like do some like cast iron canisters or something like that, and have them like in a spring load release or something like that. I'm toying with the idea, but I was going to wait till we got to Cardinal and see if I found someone who knew a bit more about it. But I thought I'd pick your brain whilst I'm here.
don't get me wrong, those dwarves know exactly what they're doing. I don't know if they're quite this minded, but I'm sure there'll be something.
Yeah, well, it's worth a shot, isn't it?
Yeah. That's cool, man. That's
also,
cool. If it works, all I've got to say is I want one. But
I also had an idea for like this like spring-loaded like dagger, which would be kind of cool. But I think that's a separate project. Can't have too much going on, otherwise I've got a risk
like
of
he just
playing
begins
it.
like thinking to himself, like a spring-loaded tire. And he just wanders off.
And then Callum's like instinctively like puts everything back in his like pockets, and then you just hear this like he accidentally activates the little beetle that he had like from Dex and throws it out the door like instantly because it's obviously it's got a little bit malfunction from being like jammed in his pocket. Sorry about that, Dex. Forgot it was there.
Nim, what are we up to?
Yeah. So I was gonna go with them to see Dex,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna ask him. I'm gonna take him the Falcon one, basically, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna bring it out and say, Dex, this was amazing. It basically saved my life from lava.
No way,
Um,
this thing
but
actually
I'm-
works. Fucking hell! I
It
put it in the
does.
discount
It was
section.
great. I'm just wondering. Now, I don't know if this is possible. I'm not like you and Callum. Like, I don't have that kind of brain. But
To be honest, half the stuff we work with, we don't know it works. It's just trial and error. Sometimes it explodes, sometimes it doesn't. It works. Sometimes.
so I was using it as like a grappling hook, and I like pulled myself like out of some lava, but then I was just kind of like dangling there. So I'm wondering if there's something that we could add that maybe like gives me a bit of momentum that I can use to like jump up onto something, so I can like pull myself up and then like I don't know, I'm imagining myself like flinging onto the top of something. I don't really know if it would work. Like maybe it just needs to be a bit faster. I don't know. But that's where you come in.
I won't lie, Hon Girl. I think that's probably a skill issue.
Right. I see.
That's
That's
more
fair.
like user error than I don't know. This
User
thing wasn't
error.
even meant to work. I mean, yes, I'll have a little think on it for sure.
You reckon if we like reduce the weight of it slightly, Dex, it might make things a bit easier, a bit more maneuverable?
Look, if you
Maybe
can
like
find
trimmer?
me something that's just as durable but like half the weight, then sure. But I have yet to find
well.
something, so
What's it currently made out of? Because I don't think we actually went into that. Is it just like iron? Or...
it's just iron, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, when we go over to the Cardinal, we can see if we can find something that might help you out, Nim. But other than that, I'm not too sure.
No, that's fair. Like I said, I didn't really know if that was possible. I just, while I had the creator here, I might as well ask.
Hey, look, if I think of something, I'll get one of those angry yellow lads to give you a shout.
Angry yellow lads?
Yeah, you know, the
Okay.
SPS guys. They always chirping on about how they yellow's angry or something.
You weren't with us, Nim. He's talking about the postal guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
they're very weird, but kind of nice at the same time. So, seemed a bit spaced out. They're nice.
Okay, well, either way, I mean, thank you for this. It is very, very helpful. Have you got any new inventions, Dex? since you've come back? It looks like you've been busy.
Well, there was a brief spat of time that I was out of commission. Not sure if you're aware. But no, nothing yet.
Fair enough. Yeah, Nim just kind of like looks around and is like, well, that's me. Nice seeing you back here, Dex.
Good too, random tiefling lady.
Hey, I'm Prince Callan. You like Callan? Why not me?
I mean, have you seen him?
I mean,
I'm only joking, Nim. Of course I know you are.
thank you. I was worried for a minute. I was like the only one of the gang that people don't know. Just that weird tiefling.
Just before we go, I'm gonna ask Dex if he's got like some spare like gears and stuff that I can nick or buy off him. Just because I want to try have a go at making some clockwork stuff at some point.
Yeah, he's willing to give you them for gold.
Okay, yeah, I'll send them over to him.
Yeah, I'd say you got maybe a handful of small clock-sized gears.
Right, that's everything. Sorry, just one thing I forgot on my list. Where to next? Is that everyone?
I don't know.
I think that's everything. I'm just keen to get back on the road, I think.
Yeah. Guess we can start making our way.
Before we go, Zephyr, while she's on her own, would like to use the message function of her circlet and
Yes.
try to talk to her dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, first of all, I need a rundown of what Zephyr remembers about her dad, because I don't.
So he is. I imagine her dad to basically be like a visibly younger version, obviously an elf, of Maurice from Beauty and the Beast. In terms of like, kind of, like he works with wood. He's not an inventor, but like he is a little bit eccentric. Which is why I think Zephyr likes Who. And why Who is like her go-to person to like call when she's in trouble. But yeah, essentially he's a traveling tradesman specializing in like wood handicrafts, furniture, that sort of thing. Yeah. Whether or not she gets through to him is like a different story. But she just wants to tell him she's okay. So
Okay,
she
what
would
do
just,
you say?
So she would just message and be like, "Hi, Dad. I just wanted to let you know that I'm okay. And I'm sorry for leaving, for not telling you, and for not contacting you before. I felt ashamed, and I didn't want you to talk me into coming back home when I was still scared that I'd made the wrong decision. But I'm okay, and I'm happy.
Okay. There is a bit of a pause. And there's like a deep sinking before you feel that magic radiate back through you, through the circlet. Does he have a nickname for his little girl?
Oh, that's
Does he have a pet name for you?
I had not considered that. No. Like I feel like if there was one, it would be like an elvish. It would be like something for like little one, just like I don't know. Yeah, if it existed, yeah. Just something that would like remind her of like where they came from, because they're so separated from the Spirewood.
Okay. But yeah, you feel that magic wash over you. He's like, "Oh, what a joy to hear your voice. I'm glad you're still alive. You had me going there. That's the best news I've had since we managed to sell that crate of spice racks to those gentlemen from the Solara. You know, the ones who wanted them for the peppercorns. I'll be honest, I don't think they were for peppercorns, but you know, I won't be complaining. I've been working on this wooden teapot. It's not working. It keeps spilling. Anyway, how are you? I hope you. Oh, I hope you're doing well. I said that already. Come by soon, please. Maybe bring your friends. There's a lot I need to talk to you about. And it just cuts out.
And Zephyr, like a little kind of, like tears kind of brim in her eyes, and like quickly blinks them away, and she's happy that he didn't sound mad, mostly, and she kind of nods to herself and makes a note to, as soon as she's able to message him again, that she'll do that.
Okay. He calls you Lemive, which is sweet soul in Elvish.
Aww. That's so cute.
Okay. Anything else from anyone?
I would like to craft my homunculus servant, if that's cool.
Do you have the components?
I just need a gem or crystal worth 100 gold, and that's it.
Do we have one of
According
them?
to the
I don't know.
If not, I will go try and buy one.
I will be honest, I don't think anyone will have one. You could have.
Would obsidian count? Because I got a bag of it when we were in the mine.
Is obsidian a gem? DnD. Interesting. It is considered a gemstone, but it is not worth 100 gold. It's worth 10 per piece.
Damn it. And it only has ones that are 50.
If
So it has to
you
be
hadn't
ones-
got rid of the brass worm, you would have had someone that had access to a gemstone of that quality. I will say, once again, much like everything, I'm not railroading you guys, but if you were to go to the Dwarven capital, there's definitely someone with a gemstone up there.
No, that's all good. It's all good. That's where we're going.
If you were to go,
But if you were to go, there is someone. It's a Dwarven capital city.
Yeah.
Of course, someone has a gemstone.
Yeah. So in that case, I'll just infuse both my weapons. So, I'll do the what's it? Repeating shot. So +1 on my range. Then I'll do the one for my melee weapon, which is enhanced weapon for the other one.
Okay. Yeah,
I can
I'd
replicate
say
magic
you
items,
guys
but
do
not
notice
ones
that
we have.
like Kalanthar is doing these things where he like takes out one of his weapons and sort of runs his hand along it, and there's that silvery light that just seems to coat pieces of it.
Very cool. Alan, did you give me health potions? I cannot remember off the top of my head. I want to check before we leave.
Well, I took one, and then there was another 2 in the thing
Okay.
in the group fund.
Then if there's 2 in the group fund, then I may store them on my person, if that is okay with everybody.
Mhm.
Perfect.
You can buy more if you need them.
Yes, probably. I will buy 2, if that is okay. If there is somebody here that has them.
Yeah, they're in the general store, so it's 100 gold for 2.
Yeah, that's fine. I have 100 gold, so I will do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and you guys collect up your things, go grab your various steeds from the stable, even though they're not going to be with you for very long. Is there anything else you would like to do before you leave Ironridge?
I mean, I would really like to get Red Promise back, but I don't think that's gonna
I
happen,
think that's a bit of a longer trip.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere? I suppose it would probably be the general store, but like where I could get like supplies to make healing potions, because I got the efficiency in alchemical supplies. So could I make healing potions? Get stuff to make healing potions whilst we're here, just as a backup, so we're not spending loads on them all the time. Alchemist supplies, sorry. So it's 25.
Let me
I can
find
craft
the-
it, but it takes me 8 hours.
I would say, yeah. We won't go into you needing to go
Yeah.
to a shop to find it. You would just
Yeah.
have to be near, or have
Yeah.
gone to one. But it's
Yeah.
25 gold, and 1 day of work.
Okay, so I'll just mark off 4, so 100 gold.
Mhm.
Okay. And I'll just be doing that in downtime as we're traveling.
Okay,
Just crafting up a couple.
that's fine. Okay.
Right.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. So you guys have one final night at the Umber Rest before you say goodbye to Ludo and to Branna. And the morning begins quite sharp and cold as you leave. You can hear the sound of various people going about their day. And you do see a couple of people wave a solemn goodbye as you leave. Keenan spots two very particularly loud-looking people up on a roof who just kind of wave at him very eagerly and then give a deft salute.
Keaton does a kind of like a cute wave back, like wiggling his fingers at them.
The path beyond the town, you already know some of it as you watch up the side of one of the beginnings of the mountain to see the path you took to go see Tallow. And you continue onwards. The crunch of hooves begins to march upon the frost. Before long, the road you're on falls away into the shadow of the mountain and the mine beyond. A wooden sign that's weathered and barely legible still bears the faded emblem of the Brass Worm Mining Company. You watch as Kozar just deftly rips it off, tosses it down the mountain. As you walk inwards, some of you have to light some torches just to see. As the flame light paints the walls. Jesus. Golden shadow as you step inside. That scared me. You can see the rock here is veined with the old marks and streaks of iron and quartz that catch the glow in brief flashes. Your breath echoes back to you, and every sound, the scuff of boots, the shuffle of horse, the jingle of the different pieces of gear and armor. You notice that these caverns and tunnels are quite large, as rails for ore carts run along parts of the floor, disappearing into the dark ahead. And at the first junction, the tunnel bends away and left, the air shifting with it, carrying the scent of standing water. There's a distant rhythmic creak, maybe from an abandoned chain that comes from deeper inside. And you begin to test the first steps in the network of passages, having to keep checking the map to mark your progress. Who is leading the way and directing you?
Guess it would be me, unless anyone else wants to.
I will help with the map.
Okay. You may make a survival check with advantage. That's to Ben.
Yep, so that's 21 with advantage.
Okay.
Just trying, just getting rid of all the items I've used out of my backpack. I had like 12 things that were just like bits of other creatures that are probably rotten by now. Yes, that's 21.
And can I have a perception check from someone else?
I can do it.
Do it.
I can do it. If I remember to stop closing D&D Beyond, I can do it.
I do that more often than you'd think.
I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Perception. That's an 11.
It's around about the time you test your first steps. And you notice that every now and then there's some planks on the ground has been boarded over. Zephyr's foot falls through one of them. Yeah, quickly caught by the rest of you as you duck beneath and just work the horses beneath some low beams. For a time, 6 hours go by. The way is uneventful. The silence broken only by the groan of rocks, old wood, and the occasional drip of water as Kanathar navigates. Rounding a bend, you step into a small chamber that appears to be lit by a sconce. It's near a hanging pickaxe. As you do, you don't notice it at first, but right as you enter, 3 small figures in patched leather jerk upright, frozen mid-ship as they work on a glimmering vein of gold in the rock. One clutches a bucket, another a rusted pickaxe, and the third stand precariously on a crate, their eyes wide. Ah! Big tools in tunnel! One of them squeaks. As their voices are high and full of consonants. No poke, no smash! We, just lick rock. And they're... Can someone make a... history check?
I will do that. That's a 9.
The best you can tell, they look like very small dragonborn. They're scrawny and dust-covered. They've got very long snouts. And the one with the pickaxe shakes his head so hard his ears flap about. As they all freeze, looking at you. You notice one of the tongues just like licks the inside of their nostril.
Well, hello, we weren't expecting to meet anyone on this path, let alone 3 incredibly smart individuals as yourselves.
No poke, no smash.
No poking, no smashing.
You watch as the one with the bucket sort of like takes a step back.
We're just going to pass through and let you carry on with what you're doing.
The one with the pickaxe sort of watches you and where you begin heading. Yes. You keep going. That is the right way.
Insight. Do I believe him? Shall I roll?
Yes. Sorry, I thought you were rolling.
It's fine. That is a 19.
Of course they're lying.
I was just waiting for you to say it at that 20.
Could have happened.
I rolled a 2.
Keenan's going to stop and go, are you sure it's the right way? Because if it's not, we might have to come back this way and poke.
Yeah, as soon as you step forward and say that, all of them like throw their hands up. You watch the pickaxe goes flying. The bucket like flies up and lands on the third one's head. It's like, no hit. We small and squishy, big, tall, scary. Kobolds fragile like an egg.
Okay. Are you going to carry on lying to us? You're going to tell us the truth this time, which is the right way.
He points to the right.
Is that the opposite of where we went? Or the
It's
same
the
way we
right.
went? Ah. Yeah, we're going to... Oh, Keenan's going to change direction and kind of go down. The right way.
As we're like making our way across, can I just keep an eye out for any like mechanism stuff, like trap related?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Easy of those. Oh, that was so nearly a nat one, but that is not much better. That's I think an 8.
Not as far as you can tell.
9.
But he does notice you like looking at their way and sort of like tilts his head.
Mhm.
Do you
Oh.
want to make an insight check? Since you're keeping an eye on them.
Yeah, sure. God. Insert. So that's a 4. So no, I noticed nothing.
Okay. Keenan, can I have a dexterity saving throw, please?
Sure.
You just see one of them just start giggling phonetically in the back.
Yeah. That's a 23.
The floor underneath you disappears as a series of very small ladders give way in a hinge, and some of the dirt just falls through it. You quickly, like, almost do the splits, like, sideways up the side of the wall, and, like, catch yourself, and scoot yourself back. And then off to one side, the one with the bucket on his head is, like, giggling, and you can see, like, a small piece of rope in his hands, like...
Keenan is going to look at him and unintentionally cast Vicious Mockery and say, "Oh, you horrible little shit."
Okay. Oh, I'm
Which is
so
a wisdom
wise.
save.
That's a 19. Oh, -3. That's a 16.
Just hits it. It's a 16 to save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you hear is just more giggling from the reverberating from the inside of this wooden bucket. Just a.
Can I try something with them just for shits
Sure.
and gigs?
Yeah.
I
This
had two of
entire
those
interaction
tin
is shits and gigs. Go crazy.
I had 2 of those tin beetles, so one of them I exploded in town, but the other one I'm gonna offer to them as a gift for safe passage to see if we can just get past, and then see if they accidentally blow themselves up.
Okay, yeah. You watch as the ringleader, the one with the pickaxe, sort of. Well, he doesn't anymore. Sort of like holds out his hands as you give it to him. He's like. "Ooh. Okay, you go safe way. Turn left at Squeaky Butthole, then right at Stinky Water. No wrong turn. Wrong turn is bad soup.
On that note, I'll literally like say to Keenan, "Do you want to like hold up the map to him so he can like point? Because I don't think I understand what he's trying to tell us direction-wise."
Keenan begrudgingly holds out the map while giving like the kobold's proper stink eye.
You see, he like looks at it, and then looks at it the other way, and then just like points out some places to go. Unfortunately, he was picking his nose, so there's a little booger snail trail as he's like.
Mm-hmm.
They barked the trail. That's all good.
I wipe it on Callan.
Yeah. Why? It's not my fault you fell in a pitfall.
Sure, there's boogers on it though.
Well, at least we know where he was telling us to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
For now. Oh, can I do another insight check after he pointed
Yeah.
I was about
to
to
Yeah, if you want.
before I forget. Because I'm so good at them. Oh, hold it. That's a 19, I think. D&D Beyond's lacking. Yeah, 19.
You believe him.
So. Yeah, seems like he's telling the truth this time. As I look over towards him, I'll just have my eyes flash up a little bit, just with the whole purple, just to see what his reaction is.
You see all three, well, apart from the one with the bucket on his head. It's the two of them and
Right.
yeah, you can continue on if you want.
Yep, sure. Unless there's anything the others want to say to Kobold before we leave.
So you
I guess we
go the way that he has indicated. The tunnel stretches on and it gets a little bit narrower. You do pass a section where some of the rails have been twisted, as it looks like something maybe heavy passed over them again and again. About 20 minutes later, you hear an echoing. It's like a large. I don't want to say explosion, but yeah, it's an explosion. As just before you left, you heard,
Yeah.
people like Snow Beetle, and then 10 minutes later, just a.
See, Keenan, I got him back for you.
Yeah. Okay. I was trying not to kill them, to be honest.
They might not be dead. They might just be singed. There's only a little tin beetle. I don't think it dealt that much damage.
I don't know. A
Well.
stiff breeze would knock them over, I think.
They are resistant
Depends
to
also
fire.
if he was licking it.
I think it was a D6 in a 5 foot.
So I find out what he did with it. Hang on.
I was gonna say that if it was in his mouth and it explodes, then that
No, it was in his belly. He ate the beetle. He is resistant to fire, so he is fine. He's just got a little upset stomach.
You said that the railings in front of us look like they've been crushed by something going over them over and over again. Is it like a creature, like tracks, or is it like machinery?
Make a survival check.
Oh, that was stealth. Whoops. All that. 21.
Most probably a creature. Yeah, there's no symmetry to it. It's just a very tangled mess.
Anything I might recognize at all?
Not with
banding
just
stuff,
that.
or-
No, unfortunately not. It'd have to be something with some heft. Some weight
Okay.
to it. So it'd have to be quite large.
Okay. Well, it's definitely a beast that's come through here. Probably best to keep an eye out, because if it's bending railings, chances are it's going to hurt if it steps on us.
Yeah. How big was that hellhound?
The hellhound
How big-
was medium-sized, so about the size of a Shetland pony.
Okay, so it
I
probably
don't know why
wasn't
that was the choice.
Yeah, I was gonna say it makes it seem a lot less threatening. Like we go into a petting zoo.
Yeah. It's because it was like I was like, it's larger than a dog, but not as big as a horse. What's in between those things? Shetland pony.
I guess it depends on the kind of dog.
I mean, I guess yeah, that's true.
I saw a Great Dane recently, and I was like, oh my god,
I
that's
do love a Great
basically
Dane.
a tiny horse.
Yeah, I can't believe Scooby Doo's meant to be a Great Dane as well. Anyway,
I know.
um,
Which is like why Shaggy is clearly very strong, because he's constantly holding Scooby Doo
Yeah,
in his arms.
it's the
like
weed,
his
man.
style.
It gives you special powers.
Yeah.
Don't listen to that. I just realized we were live. Don't listen to that. That's poor advice. Unless you're Emeralds, and she doesn't even smoke weed, and she lives in the Netherlands, so you know. Anyway, the next cavern you guys reach, can I have a perception check from Mr. Keenan? And you have dark vision, so you are fine.
Mm-hmm. So 12.
Okay. You almost don't notice it, but on the ceiling you see a cluster of tight, small bodies that are hanging upside down, and there's a smell of ammonia. They are littering the ceiling, and you immediately like stop just for a moment.
Oh no.
Got some critters here.
What?
Uh-oh.
And he's looking out, trying to make out more detail.
You would guess they're probably bats.
We could try and sneak through, or we could hit the decks and try and scare them away. What do you guys want to do?
If they're anything like the bats in the forest, if we scare them, they will swarm, and chances are one of us will get bit for no reason.
Very
So
true.
probably best to try and do it stealthy.
Okay. And
Em like looks down at herself and goes, Are you sure? I'm not so great at the stealth thing.
You if anyone's like looking in Zephyr's direction, you see that she's gone incredibly stiff.
Yeah.
Zephyr is terrified of that. Yeah. One she can handle, that many, not so much.
This is gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
yeah,
Okay.
I can help you be stealthy across Nim.
Can
Oh,
everyone make me stealth rolls?
Can I assist Nim by kind of like taking her hands and almost dancing her across? So like guiding her feet, smooth
do
fluid
I have a-
movements.
I mean,
Nim kind of
yeah,
is
yeah. Why not?
attempting
actually,
to
make
contain herself.
make a performance roll.
And Nim like attempting to contain herself is like, oh, hang on, oh, I have a thing for this. I learned a thing. Oh my god! And then she like casts enhance ability on herself and gives herself cat's grace, so she now has
Mm.
advantage
There you go.
on
So it
dexterity
cancels out.
checks.
Performance.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 6, which gives me 21.
Okay. Yeah, I'd
So,
say with that and Cat's Grace, it'll cancel out, so it's just a straight roll.
So Zephyr, notoriously not stealthy Zephyr, with a huge armor, and which gives her disadvantage on stealth, rolled an 18 and then a natural 20.
Oh, amazing. Nim got 11, so not the most stealthy, but definitely better than it could have been.
Okay.
Seventeen.
Callum?
22.
Okay.
17 for me.
Okay. Yeah, you all make it across very slowly. Surprisingly, yeah, you guys look over and Zephyr's making no sound, just like inch by inch moving her way across. Looks
imagine
terrified.
Megan's-
She looks like even if one moves, she will freak out. But you guys make it to the other side, and then after a
Just
little
like
while,
my head canon for that moment is she's awake, like with this whole like awakening thing that she's going through at the minute. She's just like slightly hovering off the ground but not realizing.
Yes.
That's funny. You continue. And after a while, the darkness becomes like a second skin. But more importantly, you begin to notice the slowing down of your party and the gradual tiredness that seems to hit all of you. Persephone looks knackered. As the tunnel swells into a cavern, and here rusted ore carts lie abandoned, some half filled with stone and dust, some frozen in place by corrosion. Different rails crisscross the floor. You get the sense that maybe you could probably make camp here. Take some rest. You still have the knowledge that somewhere in this mine is 2 kobolds and one potentially half a kobold, maybe. We don't know.
No.
As the darkness begins to settle even further on all of you. How would we like to set up camp?
Start by doing an alarm around our campsite.
Probably best.
I think we should also set a watch.
Where we have camp, like how many? Is it like super open, like wide and open, or is it like very clear that there's like one entrance, like one exit?
There's quite a few entrances and exits.
Okay.
A couple of them
okay.
have caved in. A couple of them lead further downwards, and then the
Okay.
rest are where you came in and where you want to go.
Okay. And the where we came in and where we went, I'm guessing opposite directions.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Zeph, I was gonna say like if it was like one clear like entrance and exit, like Zephyr would set up to kind of be looking down one just in case anything tried to sneak up on them, but I guess she'll just pick where they're going, like where they're gonna head towards, because obviously they've come through one way, and apart from the kobold, they hadn't encountered anything. So, in her head, it's makes more sense to look where they're about to go, and she kind of sets up camp, with that in mind, and so that she'll always be facing that direction.
Okay. Anyone else?
I think Nim just tries to be like relatively central. She's like head in a swivel, be able to see as much as possible, just in case there's anyone sneaking up behind them, etc.
Yeah, easily done. You guys settle in, all in your different areas. The horses maybe all together. And you will benefit from a long rest.
Yay. Oh no. He's giggling. We're doomed. There's a dragon
This
nibbling
is
on us.
hilarious. I forgot about this. During the night, Kalanthar, there is a little ping in your head
Mm-hmm.
as one of your alarms goes off.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
I will wake up
Mm-hmm.
and proceed to go over to wherever it was set off and just have a look around, see what's like if there's anything caught or anything around it.
Make a perception check.
Second piece.
Or investigation, whatever one's better for you.
Investigation's much better, so I'll go for investigation. That's a 20. Dirty.
You can see a couple of vaguely lizard-esque looking footprints.
Mhm.
And then a large pile of quite warm goop with a it looks like a warped piece of metal in the middle that's been left at the entrance. Well, where you guys came in.
Hmm.
That's it.
Is it literally like he's put a flaming bag of turd outside our tent? Is that basically what it is?
I would say, without even rolling, you can already spot like the cobalt tinge of the metal that reminds you of the tin beetle. You would guess
Yeah.
that maybe he threw it up and then ran away.
I'll just say under my breath. I guess he came back to confront us, but got a little bit scared. And then I'll just proceed to like wander back and just sit on like a high posted rock, like that's a little bit elevated in the bit we're in, just to keep an eye out for a few hours, just see if anything comes past again.
Okay. Yeah, nothing else. The morning of what you assume to be morning comes very slowly here, because there is no sunrise in the deep places. The little fire that you guys might have made has burned down to an orange ember, and in the dim light, the rusted curves of some of the carts look like creepy crouching figures before your eyes adjust and you realize they're just carts. Packing up is quick. And when you step back into the tunnel, the air feels a little crisper, a little lighter as you continue onwards. Not far beyond, the wall bears huge gouges that look like four-fingered claw marks sunk deep into the stone. They seem too large for any humanoid hand and too deliberate to be accident of mining. And the edges of the marks are sharp, as though whatever made them pass through not long ago, before they curve off and down, further into the mines. The air down there smells differently, deeper, maybe older, like stone dust that's disturbed after a couple of centuries. The oppressive dark of the Black Vein Tunnel gives way, after another day of walking, to something a little bit more otherworldly as you take a misstep. Misreading the direction upwards as downwards, you open into a vast chamber. The walls erupt in jagged spires of quartz. Some are clear and some are cloudy, and others shot through with veins of different pearlescent light. The light from the sconces fractures through them, sending hundreds of sharp white reflections scattering into the shadows. And from behind one of the larger spires, a tiny shape darts upwards, flittering in the air, the wings a blur of translucent motion. Just seems to hang there as you enter. What would we like to do?
Can we see what it is? Like, did we get enough of a look? As
If
it
you
flew
want to go
past?
closer, you can. But at the moment, it's small enough that you can't tell from this distance.
I will take a very cautious step closer to see if I can tell what it is.
It looks like a butterfly at first, before your eyes kind of focus a little bit more and you notice more a humanoid figure. There's a patchwork of thin leafen straps, different pieces of silk, you would guess, and 4 quite beautiful wings that are fluttering like a hummingbird as it is just hovering in front of you.
I will say hello. My name is Nim.
You hear a humming in the air, followed by soft, sharp chimes. You can see its mouth opens ever so slightly, as if it's talking to you. Can't understand the words.
I'm gonna like glance back to the others and say, anyone got any ideas? It's a little, looks like a person with wings. Callan, maybe?
Yeah, I can try. And I'll wander up and just see if it's continuing to talk, see if it's saying I understand.
Nope, not as far as you can tell. You have a little bit more experience, I'd say, with what this is. This is a pixie. Some pixies of the Fey realm can speak common. Some of them speak Sylvan. This one, you have never heard this language.
I was going to say, because that's how I got the cloak, wasn't it? Speaking to pixies before.
Wait.
Here you go ahead.
1 minute. Do I have the thing prepared? I do have the thing prepared.
Emerald,
say
be
Zeph
quiet!
I was going to say, Zeph knows like every single language, doesn't she, pretty much?
Zephyr currently has comprehend languages on.
Hey!
Casting. Yes. How does this work? For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any language that you hear or see signed. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's almost as if you like attune to the harmonic of her melody. And as it comes into that sharp focus, are you here to steal from me?
Zephyr shakes her head because I'm pretty sure she can't speak it back. So Zephyr shakes her head.
You see she like tilts her head almost threateningly, which is odd for her size. You'd better not be here to steal from me. 3 little lizards found I was not so kind.
Yeah, Zephyr shakes her head. It wouldn't tell her what language. But yeah. and then she like holds up her hand, makes like holds up 3 fingers,
Mhm.
and then mimes like an explosion.
There is like for all of you, there is this really delightful like pealing light bells that resonates through the crystals, and then Zephyr, you realize she's laughing before she sort of stops and settles, perched on the edge of one of the crystals with like one leg over the other, sort of like hand on her head, looking at Zephyr. You can make camp here. I'll make sure you're safe. I like you.
Zephyr smiles and holds a thumbs up.
And then she just sits there looking at Zephyr.
And then Zephyr points to herself and then says, Zephyr, and then she points at the pixie.
Me?
And Zephyr nods.
I'm Levy.
Levy. And then she turns to the others and then says, "This is Levy. She is scared we're gonna steal her stuff. I managed to communicate that we aren't, and then told her. I told her that we ran into the kobolds who did try to steal or did steal, and there might have been a mishap with an explosion. She seems chill about us making camp here now."
Oh, so she liked my little prank then.
Yeah.
Can one of you make
laughed.
another perception check whilst Zephyr's having that conversation?
I shall.
I'm also super aware that
That's
at
a
no
15.
point has Zephyr made an insight check, and that is on purpose because Zephyr would not.
What was the roll, sorry?
A 15.
As they're talking, you all sort of like stand around, mingle a little bit, waiting and a little entrapped by the beauty of what's going on. More actually Keenan, you than anyone else, given that long ago you and the Fae have a line that connects you. You notice just out the corner of your eye some details in some of the crystal growths that look more shiny. You would guess maybe fresher if you could grow crystal. There's like a curve of a rib bone beneath the skin of the crystal, and the pale, waxy, clawed hand of what seems to be some sort of reptilian body. And a large chest that's locked, all encased in this crystal.
Keenan will is stood next to Zephyr.
Stood wherever you want.
He'll shoulder nudge Zephyr and kind of like point out and say, "Did she do that? Good work."
Zephyr in turn will look at Pixie and kind of point in the direction that Keenan did, and then kind of look as if she's sort of being like, "You?" kind of pointing at the Pixie.
They were naughty, naughty things. they thought they could take from me without asking. And then just like there's a very creepy, delicate smile.
Zephyr looks at Keenan and goes, yeah, they tried to steal, so none of us are stealing anything, okay?
Yep, that sounds like a good plan.
And then Zephyr will go around and tell each person and point at each person and say their name.
Okay. And you guys eventually settle in. Levy has this really creepy obsession with Zephyr, it appears. She follows her everywhere with her, either by herself or as she's sitting perched, just tracking her. And eventually, you guys settle in. In the middle of the night, whilst everyone is sleeping, Levy takes a moment to twirl in the air and perch once again next to you, Zephyr, and pulls out a sliver of crystal, no larger than maybe a dagger's blade, as it fracks in the firelight. I have a present for you, if you want to make a deal.
So is this to Zephyr?
Yes.
I'm assuming, yeah. Zephyr kind of raises an eyebrow, and looks back at the pixie.
This crystal, should you want it to, it will hum when danger comes near. It will sing and dance in your hand when someone wants to kill you. Just once. Just enough to save you from dying.
Uh-huh.
And all I want, just something small, something harmless, something you won't miss.
Zephyr will root around in her pocket and pull out a small wooden carving of a bird.
Okay. Roll me a d4, please.
Oh no. Pixies be creepy, man. That's a 2.
Okay. She sort of giggles, takes the bird. It's almost half the size of her, but she takes it. And then hands you the crystal. It warms in your hand for a minute and then cools to match your temperature.
Uh-huh.
If you want, you can add a Fey as a custom item. So if you want, you can add a Fey crystal to your inventory.
Okay.
Once, whenever you would like, you can rise to the top of the initiative order. Just once.
Okay.
Even if you are ambushed, alerted, surprised, or attacked out in the open.
Okay. Fey crystal. Thank you.
No, thank you.
So yeah, Zephyr will say thank you to the pixie in common, even though she doesn't know if the pixie will even understand.
You see there's like a soft smile, and then out loud, you're not quite sure because the spell's still on.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I will tell him that we have one more for our sanctuary, and she sort of flits off. The consequence. I will let you choose, but it has to be something that you will encounter often. You have lost the ability to taste one specific thing forever. This food will forever taste of ash. So it can be bread, wine, meat, sweets. One of those.
It's something you wanted to like diet on.
It has to be something that Zephyr would eat day to day,
Yeah.
like something she would like.
Fair.
So it's
So
got to
what
be
was it,
something she
sorry?
will miss. It's one specific food you will forever taste ash whenever you eat it.
Oh God.
So it's very minor, but obviously roleplay wise, it's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has to be something that Zephyr likes to eat and that she will now miss.
Can it be a
from now on.
drink?
It can be a drink if you want.
Let's make it beer.
Okay. Yep, beer now tastes like
Or,
if you
or
leave a
ale,
cigarette.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
would taste like if you've left a cigarette in there.
Oh no, poor Zephyr. This is poor innocent Zephyr.
And you will benefit from a long rest as you wake up the next day to the tinkle of soft wings. Completely fine. Ish. The rest of the next day, or most of the morning, opens abruptly into the outside world as snow swirls lazily down, catching the sunlight in bright flurries. The sky is a pale, washed-out blue above the jagged teeth of the mountains. And to the right, a squat stone hut leans slightly against the wind. Large gates and fencing all around, its posts leaning at odd angles under the weight of the frost. And inside, shagged mountain ponies stamp and snort, their breath steaming in the cold. From the hut's doorway, a thick-set man in fur-lined coat waves at you, one hand cupped to his ear. His cheeks are windburned and red. And that's where we're going to end our session for today. Thank you very much for joining me for another episode of the Stormcaller's Fury. I think we are back next week. I can't remember, but we will sort that out. Until then, thank you very much. This has been my Wyrdcast. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye,
Bye, guys.
guys.
There it is. I'll see you next time.
Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by, a blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me, now back to vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. My eternal malady. Eternity's a gift